This poor dog was wandering on the side of the road in Inner Mongolia, China. His back legs were paralyzed and he couldn't stand up. I don't know who wrapped gauze around him. Mr. Wang, who was riding all the way to Tibet for a trip, found him on the side of the road. Mr. Wang stopped and got him cookies and water. The dog hungrily gulped down the cookies given by Mr. Wang. After removing the gauze from the dog, Mr. Wang saw that the dog's back leg was seriously injured. It was possible that it had suffered a runover on the road, but the driver who caused the accident chose to leave. The poor dog could only walk on its front legs and dragged its back legs on the ground. Because of the injury to its back legs, the dog had to sit down and rest after a few steps. Mr. Wang examined the dog's injuries and the dog needed to go to a doctor immediately. Mr. Wang couldn't bear to see the dog waiting for death, so it decided to take the dog with it. Mr. Wang used a rope to tie the dog to its baggage and the dog didn't move at all. Mr. Wang tied the dog to the luggage with a rope. The dog didn't move around the whole time and cooperated very well. Probably the dog also felt Mr. Wang's good intention. Mr. Wang then took the dog to the hospital. The doctor said that the dog had nerve injury in the back leg and there was no way to recover, so there was no need for surgery. But the dog should be given some medication to clean and bandage the wound. Mr. Wang looks at this poor dog and wonders how this dog will survive if no one takes care of it. But no one was willing to adopt this disabled dog, because Mr. Wang had other journeys ahead of him. Mr. Wang hesitated for a long time and finally decided to take the dog with him on his next journey. Mr. Wang tied the dog to his luggage with a rope and took the dog with him on his journey. Mr. Wang named the dog Kola. Mr. Wang gave Kola a bath, and they lived together. Kola trusted Mr. Wang more and more. Kola would run to Mr. Wang as if he was pampered and asked Mr. Wang to pet him. Under the care of Mr. Wang, Kola sleeps peacefully. And when Mr. Wang gives Kola an injection, Kola doesn't make any noise and cooperates with Mr. Wang, even though the injection hurts. Kola understands that Mr. Wang won't hurt him. Mr. Wang so take Kola all the way to ride. Kola and Mr. Wang ride will always be quiet, lying on the luggage, does not make noises, and will not jump off the car to go. Obviously Kola has Mr. Wang as their own family. See a lot of beautiful scenery. They have traveled to one city after another, met one enthusiastic rider after another, and traveled with one person and one dog to every corner of China. Mr. Wang will also give Kola a massage while she is resting, and the way Kola enjoys herself. She can tell that Kola feels happy from the inside now, although she travels every day without a fixed place to stay. Mr. Wang cooks nutritious meals for Kola every day, and Mr. Wang hopes that Kola can eat a bit fatter and healthier. Kola will lie on the lawn and sunbathe leisurely when he eats dinner. In order to make Kola's legs get better faster, Mr. Wang would feed Kola pills every day, and Kola would eat them obediently every time. Mr. Wang would also give Kola leg rehabilitation training while Kola slept, and after a period of time, Mr. Wang found that Kola could even stand for a short period of time with his hind legs, and Mr. Wang felt that no matter whether Kola's hind legs could recover or not, but still would insist on giving Kola leg rehabilitation training. In the past, Mr. Wang was very lonely when riding alone, but with Kola's company, Mr. Wang no longer feels lonely. Although Kola only has 2 legs, Kola is still very mischievous. Kola loves to play on the ground by digging sand pits. After the wound healed, Kola's weight began to increase, because it is rare to travel with a dog on a bicycle. Mr. Wang and Kola were photographed and uploaded to the internet and received a lot of attention. Many enthusiastic netizens bought Kola a lot of gifts. In order to make it easier to travel with Kola, Mr. Wang also bought Kola a special kennel with wheels. Mr. Wang has taken Kola to see deserts, waterfalls, grasslands, experienced the 4 seasons, seen the green grasslands, seen the snow-capped mountains. He has climbed countless mountains with an altitude of 5,000 meters, crossed the no man's land, and seen a variety of beautiful scenery, all of which Kola and Mr. Wang have accomplished together. Mr. Wang will also use his cell phone to record Kola's figure of enjoying the beautiful scenery. Although there is no fixed residence with Mr. Wang, the embrace of Mr. Wang is Kola's warm home. They rode together for 2 years, and after Mr. Wang's last destination, Mr. Wang brought Kola home and bought Kola a wheelchair, which Kola had learned how to use after a period of training. Afterwards, Mr. Wang, who is good at working with hands, made a room for Kola, and Mr. Wang also thoughtfully placed water and food at the door of the room. This should be the first room in Kola's life that really belongs to Kola. And Kola happily lay down in the room with happiness on his face. Kola also has a lot of companions. These dogs are all disabled strays that Mr. Wang rescued and adopted. And Kola goes on camping trips and plays with his buddies. And Mr. Wang treats the day he adopts Kola as Kola's birthday, which he celebrates with a big smile on his face, making him a happy and loved puppy. Just when many netizens think Kola will live happily ever after, Kola passed away last month. And when Mr. Wang went out and rushed back, Kola has stopped breathing. Mr. Wang can only endure the sadness for Kola to do the last wash. Mr. Wang hoped Kola can also be able to leave this world cleanly. In Mr. Wang's heart, Kola has been his family. It is Kola accompanying Mr. Wang throughout the cycling journey. They saw a variety of magnificent scenery. They will lie on the lawn wind, will eat snow in winter to replenish the water, but also because of drinking dirty water together diarrhea. It is Kola's existence is the only way to make Mr. Wang began to adopt a disabled stray dog's behavior. It was a shame to see Kola go, but Kola lived happily in the company of Mr. Wang for 4 years. During the 2 years of traveling with Mr. Wang, Kola has seen many wonderful sights and met many kind people. It was the kindness of Mr. Wang that gave Kola a home. The doctor said Kola died of natural causes at an advanced age. This is a good ending for Kola as well. I hope Kola will meet Mr. Wang again in her next life, and I hope Kola will be happy and joyful in the other world.